Hello, I'm Edward. Welcome to a journey into the unknown as we delve into the fascinating tale of Amelia Earhart, one of history's most famous aviators. Her pioneering spirit, courage, and mysterious disappearance have intrigued the world for over 8 decades. In this video, we'll explore 6 facts surrounding her mysterious disappearance, unearthing the theories and evidence that continue to fuel the debate about her final flight.
Welcome to our channel, Hushed Histories, revealing the secrets of bygone eras. Fact 1. Amelia Earhart, the icon of female aviation.
Amelia Earhart, born on July 24, 1897 in Atchison, Kansas, stands as a beacon of progress and courage in the world of aviation. From a young age, she exhibited an adventurous spirit and a fascination with flight. This culminated in her becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean in 1932, a feat that earned her international fame and recognition. More than just an aviator, Earhart became an iconic figure, symbolizing the possibilities for women in a male-dominated field. Her tenacity and fearlessness, both in the air and in life, inspired and continue to inspire countless women around the world. However, it's her mysterious disappearance during an attempt to circumnavigate the globe that has cemented her place in history and in popular culture.
Fact 2. The ambitious global flight plan.
In 1937, Amelia Earhart embarked on an ambitious quest to become the first woman to fly around the world. Her flight path was not a simple east-to-west circumnavigation. Instead, Earhart planned an arduous 29,000-mile journey that followed an equatorial route. This flight plan was unprecedented, and it marked Earhart's most challenging endeavor. Starting from Oakland, California, she planned to make numerous stops across the globe, including in Miami, Brazil, Africa, India, Southeast Asia, and Australia, before making a final stop at Howland Island in the Pacific Ocean. The final leg of her flight was intended to bring her back to Oakland, completing the global circuit. This daring plan highlighted Earhart's courage and determination, further cementing her iconic status in the world of aviation.
Fact 3. The mysterious disappearance.
On June 1, 1937, Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan began their adventurous circumnavigation of the globe in their twin-engine Lockheed Electra. Completing over 20 stops and accumulating roughly 22,000 miles, they reached Lae, New Guinea. On July 2, 1937, they took off from Lae, New Guinea, aiming for Howland Island, located about 2,500 miles away in the vast Pacific Ocean. Despite regular radio check-ins, several hours into the flight, the pair's communications became sporadic and increasingly distressed. Earhart's last known transmission was, "We must be on you, but we cannot see you. Fuel is running low. Been unable to reach you by radio. We are flying at 1,000 feet. After that transmission, Earhart and Noonan were never heard from again.
Fact 4. The initial search efforts.
After Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan's last communication, the U.S. Coast Guard ship Itasca, which had been stationed at Howland Island to support their navigation, immediately began a search. Within a few hours, the U.S. Navy was engaged, and soon after, what was at the time the most costly and extensive search in history was launched. Over the course of 2 weeks, the Navy and Coast Guard deployed 9 naval ships and 66 aircraft, covering a staggering 250,000 square miles of ocean. Despite these extensive efforts, no evidence of the plane or of Earhart and Noonan was found. By July 19, 1937, the U.S. government officially ended the search. However, George Putnam, Earhart's husband, financed a private search operation, but it also turned up empty.
Fact 5. Prevailing theories about Earhart's disappearance.
The official theory suggested by the U.S. government is known as the crash and sink theory. This theory posits that Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean, sinking into its depths almost instantly. Another prevalent theory is the Gardner Island hypothesis, which suggests that they landed on an uninhabited atoll now known as Nikumaroro in the Republic of Kiribati, living as castaways until they eventually succumbed to the elements. There is also the controversial Japanese capture theory, which claims Earhart and Noonan were captured by the Japanese military, either believing them to be spies or simply taking them as prisoners during the pre-war period. Some even propose the spy theory, suggesting that Earhart was on a covert mission for the U.S. government, with her disappearance being part of an elaborate ruse, although there is scant evidence to support this. The Marshall Islands theory posits that Earhart and Noonan landed in the Marshall Islands and were captured there, with some locals claiming to have seen them.
Fact 6. Modern search efforts and new evidence.
Modern search efforts for Amelia Earhart's lost plane have been fueled by advances in technology and persistent public interest in her story. TIGAR, the International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, has conducted numerous expeditions to Nikumaroro, using sophisticated underwater imaging technology and dogs trained to detect human remains, generating some tantalizing though inconclusive findings. In 2012, a photo analysis of a picture taken just months after Earhart's disappearance seemed to show landing gear protruding from the water near the island, aligning with the Gardner Island theory. More recently, in 2017, a new forensic analysis of bones discovered on Nikumaroro in 1940 claimed that they were likely Earhart's, although this is still a matter of debate among scientists. In another development, the mystery deepened when researchers examining archival photos and radio distress calls concluded that Earhart may have survived for a while on Nikumaroro before eventually perishing. Despite these modern efforts and intriguing pieces of new evidence, the ultimate fate of Amelia Earhart remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. We've traversed through the life of Amelia Earhart, her groundbreaking achievements, and the enigmatic circumstances surrounding her disappearance. The 6 facts we've explored shed light on this enduring mystery, although the definitive answer to what happened to Earhart remains elusive. As we reflect on her remarkable legacy, the mystery of her disappearance continues to captivate our imagination and inspire further investigations.
We hope you've enjoyed the video and encourage you to share your thoughts, additional facts, or any fascinating stories about the topic in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this captivating voyage into the world of hushed histories.